Man, you'd think I would have Twitch open.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
It does look like the stream deck actually is working for once. That is dope.
Yay. Hell yeah.
Love that for us. Love
that.
All right. Excuse me while I get the stream on my end so I can stare at things. Okay.
Yeah,
So, hi.
We're all not unmuted. Or
Exactly.
we're all unmuted.
That's the one.
We could
That's
all
the
hear
one.
beautiful voices. We could see each other's beautiful faces.
Oh yeah, for once I see everybody.
I know,
Yeah, look
right?
at that. This is the stream of streams. Hi, welcome to Divide and Conquer. This is a I don't know how I should introduce this week because of
It's a game.
craziness in the world. So this is an open roleplay RPG that heavily implies on using dragons. Sometimes things that dragons hide in too. And my favorite thing to do. So as it goes, so my favorite thing to do is to show you my source materials. But as we know, what we usually do for our Module Mondays is we kind of like take these books, we flash them open real quick, and then we just chuck them away because we don't fucking use them half the time.
Yeah,
because
fair.
I mean, I'm just saying that the beauty of these games is that whatever content that is published, and purchased with money isn't always necessarily used. And I think the best content that's made is what you guys come up with.
Mm-hmm. More like guidelines, anyway.
Yeah. It's like guidelines.
We are the campaign.
Yes. It's like, all right, that's it. They're shutting us down now. Let's go. So.
Gosh.
Oh no, I said a word.
Oh no. You said the trigger word.
I said the C word.
You see like a dot just like line up between his eyes. Like, pull it.
I'm like, wait, the C word is this here?
Yes.
This followed us to Termish.
That's his favorite word.
This has many fair words.
That's a fun one that he likes to use towards people, right?
Yeah.
On Sesame Street, Cookie starts with C, but on the Sea Devil...
I would also like to say
many
that
people's name
Camembert
starts with
C.
Of course, Phoebus would like Camembert.
Gross.
It's very robust.
Oh my god.
Yes.
She would know that word too.
As is Phoebus!
No, that's rotund.
As a baby.
That's rotund.
He'd be
He has-
robust and out of them little britches.
I'm just saying that for a baby who's 90% of his diet was cheese, I'm telling you those diapers were robust.
Robust.
God.
He'd be robust and out of them pants.
Oh, God.
Like,
So-
he's a stout little fellow.
This is very stout. So, with that, as you know, this is a role-playing game that we all enjoy playing and, making our own content for and not being policed by said guidelines. Anyway, so with that, we're gonna do any. Let's go through our announcements. All of our links are down below for all of our good stuff. I would like to particularly point out Talon and Claw. They make fantastic woodworking apparatuses for your tabletop needs. All original, all handcrafted, all expert quality. Not like what you would find on a main website somewhere where people hawk their booth, take pictures, and then make cheap knockoffs of to put on official merchandise.
That is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
That is bullshit.
So I highly recommend supporting small-time and third-party creators because that's what we're about here.
I mean, look at these dice.
Look at them; they're beautiful. We got
Dice
DM
vault?
screens that are used for days. We got dice vaults. We've got dice trays. Got all that good shit.
They're fantastic.
They are very fantastic, and I highly recommend them. And Anthony is a really cool dude. So with that, all of our links are down below. I highly recommend checking them out for all of your third-party creator needs. All that good stuff. Let's go ahead and if we don't have any other announcements, Jeremiah, do you have one?
Third party quality good stuff can't say words fast at the moment, I guess.
get
Merch.
Merch.
Oh,
Yeah.
we
Check out our
we
merch.
Yeah,
Go buy Dickie's book.
go buy Dickie's book.
All I'm saying also is that malicious compliance is a real thing, and if we are expected as content creators to send in our content for review, I have a lot of spicy art that I need to send in of certain devil lords that are technically published within materials. Just saying.
Do it. Do it. I saw that someone on TikTok was doing the same, but they're a spicy accountant.
Bless them.
Like, do it. Do it. Do. They asked
Hell
for
yeah.
it. Be
Hell yeah,
careful
hun,
what
take
you
your
wish
tits out.
for. Be careful what you wish for.
Hell yeah, hun, take your tits out.
Right now?
This is like, please stop saying it like that.
Speaking of, tits. No. We'll get to you later, Hawk. So, let's do introductions.
Yay.
As we'll do our general. Be kind, don't be an asshole, and don't take advantage of, people trying to make a living because big box corporations suck, and Brennan Lee Mulligan is correct. That capitalism is the devil, and not the fun kind.
Facts.
That raw dogs. Anyway, so, hi, I'm Vic. I will be your DM. As well as other fun, spicy things in this world.
Yeah.
Hey, Tabatha, who are you playing today?
Hello, everybody. I am Tabatha. I am playing Patience / Rosemary, the Sorcerer / Ranger.
Fantastic.
And then speaking of raw dogs.
What?
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 I highly recommend that you cook your hot dogs. Thanks.
Yes.
Eat them like a Vienna sausage.
Preferably grilled unless you're making a brat. So,
Oh.
hey, Jesus, who are you playing?
Hey, I'm playing Tarsius Chadington. He's a good boy with a good plan. That plan is, I don't know.
He likes tofu dogs, obviously.
He does like tofu dogs, yeah.
Oh, perky.
Yeah. Just he's a good old boy. He's doing a good old boy
I'll have to come up with a
things.
recipe for tofu dogs.
Oh, yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah, Minotaur barbarian fighter. Just living his best life.
His best life being the best boy, trying to keep awful overarching big box entities from hurting people that he cares about.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. After that, if you guys want to go hang out and I don't know, play humans in houses, that'll be cool.
Let's play some houses and humans. Yeah. Like we're doing our own open source material now.
Yeah, he's just trying to keep houses and humans to be still fun
Man, I got
for everybody.
I was about to say I'm about to have a fun subplot for Ferris when y'all get back.
Dope.
She'll be like, "Have you heard?"
Oh my God.
Hey,
No
Jeremiah, who are you
way.
playing?
I am playing Cordelia Chadington, sister to Tarsius, and she is uncursed Medusa fighter rogue and best interrogator.
Best interrogator.
Best interrogator.
Love that for her.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and just for announcement, our good bro Lynn is taking a mental health day. We wish them all the best and wish them well. So Lark will not be joining us tonight. So tits for last. Hey, Sydney, who are you playing?
Thanks. I'm playing Nicodemus D. Hawkins, the human fighter. And speaking of raw dogging things, that's exactly what he's doing with his own emotional childhood trauma. Right now.
Best way to handle childhood trauma is to grab it by the short hairs and just,
Yank.
I am not a licensed therapist, but I know someone who technically is.
Oh, God. You just
So-
ripped off that band-aid. It's fine.
Just rip it off. So, with that, let's...
We call this a Brazilian. Is this going to make me feel better? No. It might.
Physically, no. But you will be smooth.
It might be cathartic.
It might be cathartic. Your bottom will be smooth like Nug.
Doug.
So, with that, let's go ahead and roll our fun little intro.
Alrighty. Rolling beam footage. Hopefully this
Beam
works.
footage. So, as we were finishing up our discussion on how we like to read our spicy books, so
Out loud
Out
for the discomfort of all around us.
yeah, we have a reading club.
We
How
do.
We have a book club for spicy books.
Actually, there is a book club if you guys want to join. Like for real.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh for real?
Yeah.
Because I know
Like-
we have like a small book club that we're running through our Wednesday game.
Oh.
And Vic buys and ships me romance novels or
Yeah.
brings
So
them
if you
to me.
wanna join the book club, I will send you spicy novels that I
Oh.
find at resale shops.
Okay.
Gotten some
I
very
was-
interesting ones.
All right. I was gonna see if Sydney wanted to join because she's currently
Yes.
in like
So
4
if
book
you want to
clubs.
join a book club where I send you a Harlequin novels I find for $1, send me your icks and your yays, and we will figure something out.
Jess is a big fan of romance novels, so maybe
I
talk
can
to her.
find you some.
My request is smut with plot.
Smut with plot.
Yeah.
I need to send you I'll have to send you the courtesan book that I sent Lynn.
Ah.
So
Smut
It was
is kind
about-
of plot.
it's something to romance a courtesan.
Oh.
It's good stuff. All right, so let's do our recap. Let me pause to expel air real quick because I'm still getting over sickness.
Yeah, same brother.
You're still down with it?
Oh my god.
Get up.
Mm.
Don't.
Oh wait, hold
Okay.
on. We have a react for that.
Okay, we're gonna get demonetized now. So,
It's too
You're
good.
welcome.
We're gonna get demonetized.
It shouldn't even count. You didn't even like make the nah, you're good. I can't do that.
Thanks, I'm in practicing.
Did someone just tell you to stop?
I heard that. I don't know who said it, but I heard it.
So, let's recap into this bitch. Alright, so, where we last left our party. You had traveled to Termish in order to begin your quest of rescuing a wizard known as Iskander, a defector looking to escape the fate that befalls those that reside in Zonthal Tower. You enlisted Larkspur, your newest and somewhat reluctant party member, through your new connections to the Zentarim, which is a thieves guild that relies on extortion, mutual connections, and Donnie. With Larkspur's own experience in performing ceremonial rites to help a former cult member, he was able to gain some insider knowledge to what may await within the Wizard Tower nestled in the southeastern mountains of the Termishian countryside. Maloon warned of the Red Wizard's meddling with draconic magic and other unknown powers, as well as the labyrinth that safely protects the premises, and whatever resides within it. Maloon had also asked for Larkspur to retrieve an item that once belonged to their deceased twin as a means to make sure that as well as to make sure that his twin's body was not being improperly used due to their unique draconic heritage as Moonstone Dragonborns. But upon your arrival into the rolling country hills in rather humid climate despite the oncoming winter months, you were all greeted with a huge blue dragon flying overhead and landing just a ways out from Hawk's hometown of Binatuan. Following the dragon, you battled with a band of cultists that looked to be transporting stolen goods and, to your discovery, also people. However, the blue dragon, Lenanthon, quickly departed when the tides of battle turned away from his favor. And you managed to rescue Una, a satyr madam of the town brothel known as the Lucky You. Eustace Benton, a half-orc retired veteran who acts more as a nosy neighbor than city watch, and Hawk's own baby sister, Helene. You also had 2 prisoners that you managed to collect into your tow. You set them up comfortably within the Lucky You, making sure that they had water. Larkspur healed their wounds and made sure that they would be rested for the oncoming interrogation. But before we got to the interrogation, the party took a quick stroll over to the Hawkins family home and forge for Hawk to check in on the state of his family, and also because Una told him to go pick up an order for her. So you all met his mother, Sorella, as well as Hawk's infamous father, Hiram, who had quite a lot to say about his son's return. After a tense but awkward argument, Hiram conceded to the forge, and his and Hawk's tension ended on more or less a fizzled stalemate. And with that, the party returns toward the Lucky You with plans to interrogate their 2 cultist prisoners in hopes of saving the world, all before winter solstice. So, with that, let's put you guys on the map. Put you guys on the town map first. So, is there anything that the party wishes to do before returning to the Lucky You? As you have your entire day ahead of you. It's about early afternoon by this point.
As they're like walking back, Hawk would probably be giving people like the mini tour and be like, "Oh, and this building is this, and oh, and one time I literally fell off of that wall," and then like just talking up a storm, trying to pretend that all of that with his dad did not happen.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Hawk is giving you all the grand tour of his hometown. Is there anything in particular you want to do?
I don't think so. Not for Tarsius.
I mean-
He's just listening to Hawk and just like
Which, I
trying
mean,
to
Hawk,
cheer him up.
Hawk will like let you know, oh, so here is, where the shops are. He'd point out the seamstress shop that his mother works at, which has a cute little name. As he points it, and you see the sign that says, the Stitch and Caboodle.
Adorable.
And you notice that a
Adorable.
lot of these shops tend to kind of play off of having little punny names here and there.
I wonder why that is.
Crazy.
Uh-huh.
So aside from that, it's pretty much a small town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a small little town. It's not terribly small. It's a good size, between like at max. Hawk would say that there would have been like maybe like 1,000 or so people living here, but you've noticed as you're walking through that a lot of places seem to have been closed down or people just up and left.
Hmm.
You will notice that the shops are going to be on the lower level of this hill right here, and then as you go up the incline, it's going to be more residential homes. But everything seems to be very comfortably nested within, the base of these hills. You see that there are 2 guard towers that pretty much sit up on the highest points of the hill, so that they can kind of like have like an overseeing of everything. No.
Yep.
All right. So
Yeah.
to the lucky you then.
Yep. I was like, if no one's gonna stop him and ask questions, he would just consider prattling on to fill the silence until they reach their destination.
Yeah, I mean, Cordelia's just going with the flow, to be honest. Like,
All right,
she doesn't
that's fair.
have anything in particular she wants.
All right, let me put you on that map then. Since the initial plan is to just go and interrogate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go, like, when everyone heads there, I'm gonna go get some water and some blankets.
All right. Where is...
Ooh.
There you are.
Is there
Bring
any
them
kind of like
breakfast
on
or lunch.
on the way back? Is there like maybe wildlife around,
Roll me a perception.
specifically snakes? A 15.
15. So, you kind of like keep an eye out for, looking around, specifically for snakes, as your eyes kind of scan the ground. You don't really see any, just kind of like openly in the area. Mainly because you're in like in an area, like you're kind of like walking down an area that's like high foot traffic, so you know for a fact that snakes wouldn't just be kind of like hanging out.
Yeah. I don't see any tracks for slithering snakes or anything. I just want to make a friend.
That's fair. That's fair. At the moment, no, but you could probably you probably figure that if there are going to be snakes, they're going to be kind of more towards like the woodsy area.
Okay.
But you will see as you're making your way, you kind of see like what looks to be it almost looks like lace to you, like when you see it as you're walking and you're reaching about this point in the road as you're making your way. And when you kind of like inspect it further, you see that it looks to be a scrap of shed skin.
Oh, cool.
Right. Shut. With that, let me change music again as we make our way into the inn. The lucky you. As you make your way in, it's not particularly busy. You see some people now, some clients that you saw last night, kind of awake and kind of like nursing the hangovers and the fatigue that they've had from their from spending the night at the Lucky You, as they're kind of sitting at tables and just enjoying a brunch and just quietly talking to themselves. And you guys make your way. You don't see Uno at the front at the moment, but you guys more or less make your way towards where the your 2 friends, I should say, are staying for the moment. So, what is the plan?
Get water, get towel.
Okay,
Food.
water,
Blankets.
towel, food. Okay. Right, so they are staying in separate rooms. So do you plan on speaking to them one at a time, or do you plan on bringing them in together and talking to them at the same time?
I would
I think it's-
say one at a time, only so that if, like, there's no peer pressure either way. Like,
May I
If-
suggest something?
Yes, Cordelia, and then Patience next.
Cordelia is saying this in the to the party.
Okay.
Is maybe what we can do is ask questions to one of them, and then ask the same questions to the other one. If their answers match, they're telling the truth. If it's
probably a
not,
good idea.
one of them is lying.
Do we need to write them down?
The questions, probably.
Probably.
Okay. Do I
Couldn't hurt.
Should I get a notebook and paper?
Cordelia's gonna pull one
Okay.
parchment and ink and quill.
Okay.
Alright, so you pull out your parchment and your ink and quill. What are your questions that you plan on asking?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Cordelia will just be the note daughter, I guess. On the back.
Okay. Are you comfortable? Are we doing a good job at making sure that we are good kidnappers? We need to make sure that we're not known for being bad kidnappers. You don't want that reputation going out.
How would you rate your accommodations on this stay?
I guess what's the plan? You know, like, hey, yo, what are you gonna do when does the world end? What did Tiamat promise you? Is there any situation that you could have, I don't know, like anything that we could have done to maybe made you not be part of this like evil cult thing? I don't know. Just spitballing.
Which Lark will say from the back, if they are looking for retribution, I will gladly offer my services.
I don't know what that means, but I don't. Okay. I'm just gonna smile.
Alright, so
You're saying what is the plan, and then what?
Hawk's sitting here like, they were disarmed, right?
yes, they were disarmed and they were tied up. So they are currently bound, and I think Patience, you had something to say?
I was gonna say that we could always tell one of them that the other one's singing like a canary, so that gives them a little bit more leeway to talk.
Chaos of this child.
Are we
I mean,
going to deceive them?
We don't have to lie to them off the bat. We could see if, like, yes, they're fed, they've got water, they've got at least reasonably comfortable accommodations, minus the fact that they're tied up. But, like, let's not. We don't have to deceive and lie to them and things. I feel like taking the earnest approach to this, at least at first, would probably be the best.
Patience is gonna roll her eyes and just go, fine. I didn't say kill them, or torture them, at least.
That's not on the
What?
table anyway.
What? Whoever said we were going to do any of those things? Whoa! It's this is going way.
not.
We were here. Now we're here. I need a juice. This is going way too
Juice.
fast.
Yeah, your orange.
Tarsius
skin.
returns to the front and comes back with an apple juice box.
The tiniest straw.
Yes.
He just inhales once and it's already like scrunched.
Right, I'm like, it's exactly one drink worth
One
of...
whole sip.
Yep.
Who should be the talky person?
Don't look at
I
me.
mean, I'll do it.
Okay. I feel like I can be
And
really
he's gonna be like,
scared.
but you're gonna have to tell me. what to ask them.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Okay, wait. Let's come up with a solid plan of 10 questions, and then we go in with those.
okay.
Cause 10 is more than what we have right now.
Okay.
What's the plan? Is there a deadline?
Is that the first question?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah.
Not me sitting here scribbling this down.
What's the plan?
Is-
What?
Deadline.
Deadline. What have they offered you? Like.
Okay.
Because maybe they're like trying to get people with money or false promises. I don't know. Okay. Let's see what else.
So plans, deadlines, compensation.
Where's the base? Maybe, I guess. Where's
Yeah.
the
Where?
Okay.
headquarters or something?
Yeah.
HQ/tower.
Is the
Okay.
base of operations?
Wait. Okay. Are you happy with your work environment?
Yeah. That one.
Oh, maybe we should ask their names.
This is turning
Yeah.
into a Glassdoor review.
Yeah, I'll introduce first. We'll do like intro first. Like, you know, like, oh, we're not hostile. We're nice.
Yeah.
So intro, and then we're asking about the plan, what the deadline, like what their compensation looks like do they have a 401k, and then where HQ is, like where's the home office, where's the tower,
Do you have good benefits?
and then see if they're
Dental
happy
vision.
where they're at.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't
Exactly.
even have dental.
They don't even have dental.
He has patience.
No, she's just sitting there, and it's just like, okay, I get it. Torture's off the table,
Yes.
but
There's different kinds of torture patients.
can I be
Physical harm is not always the answer here.
Can I be annoying?
Oh
There-
yeah.
there
Yeah.
is-
Yeah.
Yes, there is such a thing as psychological torture, which
Because I can
I
rub
like
my
to
hands and do shocking grasp, and then poke them, and then
do. So physical harm, I guess.
No,
No,
that's
no,
no
no, no,
physical harm.
no,
So,
But,
patience. I have a thing to say
static
about
shock
that.
them.
You're
I haven't-
still hurting them.
Patience. I have a thing to say about
Static
that.
shock. Huh?
So I have a thing to say about that, patience.
Uh-huh.
The one detail about these two Dragonborn that you have collected is that they are
They're
blue
blue
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. I tossed that off.
Torture
I
is
still think It
torture.
would be annoying to just sit there and just. Have you
I mean,
like, I don't know, touched a certain material, build up static shock, and then move your hand over and then zap somebody? That's really annoying.
No, but I've touched microfiber, and let me tell you, that is pain.
I'm gonna look at Tarsius and kind of climb up the tree again. I don't know, like try to whisper at Tarsius. Was like, I have some kind of poison that I can do. Remember that one story that Uncle West told us that
No,
one
I know,
time?
Y'all are standing right there. Hawk's gonna look at Cordelia and be like,
I was whispering to Tarsius, even though
standing
Tarsius is
right
like
there!
this tall.
And Hawk is right next to that.
So she's like all the way down here, and he's like all the way up here.
And she's whispering, and it's
Because canonly, Cordelia is 3 feet tall, obviously.
Yes.
gnome sized.
Poison.
I don't know. I don't know how that actually worked out. But apparently.
Oh wait,
Uncle
is this the
West-
one time that Aurea like really scared me a lot?
Yeah.
'Cause-
That's what I was saying. Uncle West told a story that one time with Auntie Aurea.
Uh-huh.
But that's I guess that's torture. So
he told that
maybe
that
not.
story once, and Cordelia went goals.
I mean, she has an innate poison spray.
Hawk is sitting there like torture in any of its forms. Squint.
Which Larkspur will chime in, just like you. How would you feel if, you are being held captive and somebody was planning to torture you?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that happened to me already.
It wasn't.
Nice.
There we are. And if we were going to be terrible to them, it would be even more cruel that we've treated them so well since they've been here. We're not bad people. Torture is something that bad people do.
I apologize if I make faces, because I am contacting Lark through the Aether, just to make sure we're kosher.
Ugh.
Ugh. So.
French noises. Ugh. But yeah, Hawk will be like, we're not bad people. And they can tell us what they're going to tell us, and we can offer them what we can. But torturing people, that's no.
Well, also, we're here to do a thing. We're here to save the world, and when we do, all these individuals who are part of this cult essentially will need place to live and a new family and home, job, etc. Because everything was poured into this cult and organization, and it's just gonna scatter. So maybe when we let them go and they know that, hey, these guys aren't so bad, there is some change out there, and they can go tell the other people, and then goodness spreads like the tobacco company. If only we had their numbers.
No.
He had me in the first half, not gonna lie. Whew. Man, from the bottom of my heart, I went, yikes.
Weird. Divine and Conquer is not sponsored by tobacco companies.
No, fuck that shit.
Fuck that
I
shit
mean, if
hard.
you do, whatever, but like, no, fuck that.
Yeah, Patience listening to Tarsius is just like, out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I don't mean to get all philosophical.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's the word, yes.
Just in case. Can you remember those words when we ever encounter Severin again?
What?
Ooh.
Which words?
What Tarsius just said.
You can try. Sometimes I get mad and I forget that I'm supposed to behave.
Because I don't know if I can actually forgive him.
Sometimes forgiveness is not for them, but for you.
I like to think
Anyway.
that the world
Yeah.
isn't black or white. There's a lot of different colors in between, and there isn't a solution for everything. We just have to try our best and try to do good. Try to do better today than we did yesterday. And if that means whooping some ass, then that's what we gotta do.
Hawk's like, okay. All of that just went away. Okay.
By this point, Lark would just go stand between the two doors and just, whenever you're ready.
Okay.
He'd go and stand next to that door and open it for Lark and be like, after you.
Which door are we picking?
Yes.
Yes? If it's gonna be yes, then I'm gonna have somebody roll me
This
a
one.
die, whoever's
This
brave
one.
enough.
This
That
one.
one?
Can.
That one.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
I have a
So
good
that's
feeling
the one you
about that
pick.
one.
Okay.
Are we all going in? Because Tarsius is like, do I go in? Do I not go in? I can be super scary. Look.
I think Hawk is going to turn around and be like, I think these rooms are very small.
Yeah.
And I think that having a crowd of people may be a little uncomfortable.
Okay. I'll send us. If anyone needs water, I'm right here. I have a towel. I have water. I have a blanket. I'm right here.
Here, and Hawk will be like, actually, that's probably here. Give me those, and
Okay,
we'll
here you go.
start with that.
Okay.
Let them eat and
Okay.
get comfortable.
While
Nice.
Tarsius and Hawk are talking, Patient's just gonna trot up next to Cordelia, and it's like, so I know they said torture's off the table, but I do have one method in mind.
Can Hawk hear her?
She's whispering this to Cordelia.
Roll perception. Patience roll stealth.
I get
Stealth,
advantage
okay.
on that.
Cool.
Oh,
Damn.
that was a natural 20 and then a 15, so 20 for a 23.
That's
What'd you get?
funny that you say that.
What'd you get?
I also got a natural 20.
So what's your stealth?
My stealth's a +7, so 27.
Oh,
Jesus.
she's very good at saying things out of just enough out of
Just
earshot
her
that
time, yeah.
her dad will never pick it up. Because when you have a parent whose passive perception is like 40, you learn to be quiet.
Damn
So-
it, Cole.
So you hear her say something, you don't know what it is. It's just right out of earshot as you're trying to focus on what you got. You're hyping yourself up in the moment, and
Yeah.
you just hear Patience whisper, and that's it.
It's like he's got the tray, like he's taking all the stuff from Tarsius, he's holding all the things and looking at Lark, like, after you, dear. And then he just takes one more, looks one more shot back at the young ones, and then just walks in.
Yeah, Lark says nothing to that, and he walks in.
It was sarcastic, but okay.
Sarcastic
Put
with
him
love.
here in the corner. As it's a simple room. You have a bed, you have a dresser, and then there's some benches there, and there's a couple of pails of water, and just some meager lantern light. As the Dragonborn he's unarmored, as he had been taken out of his armor, and so he's just sitting in his doublet and his breeches on the bed as he is bound together, hands behind his back, as well as his feet kind of bound, and the rope pretty much tied around the bedpost.
Hawk is gonna walk in and look at him and be like, good afternoon.
How dare
So-
you. Good afternoon. Sorry,
Cordelia is you're fucking it up already.
that was from a movie. Sorry.
Yeah, Hawk's good afternoon. I'm Hawk. Are you a magic user?
As the Dragonborn just kind of looks at you a little suspiciously and doesn't say anything.
I just want to know if I can untie your hands so you can feed yourself. A funny business.
If you must know, I am.
Are you going to try any funny business?
Are you going to try any funny business?
No.
We
Not without consent.
we give
no.
questions to you and you answer.
We just have questions. We don't intend you any harm. If we did, we would have done it already.
Roll me persuasion.
Oh, I'm also gonna grab a little piece of the food and eat it myself, just so that he'll see that I'm
Okay.
eating the food, kind of like that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Cordelia, I need to ask, are your snakes out or not for this?
I'm on the hood.
Hood up. Okay.
Okay. That was an 18.
18? All right. So he just kind of sits there uncomfortably, and just nods to you. I won't try anything.
Okay. That's good enough for
I'm-
me.
Clearly outnumbered.
But that makes you smart. Good on you. And Hawk will walk behind him and untie his hands and kind of set the food and things in front of him and be like, please eat.
He'll rub at his wrists and then just grab for the food and just kind of start quietly eating. As as his eyes are basically just on all of you watching.
I am gonna add though, like, um, honestly, if you believe us or not, we really don't want to harm you. But if you try anything, I am quick to the draw, and I will protect my friends.
You seem smarter than that. So, I've introduced myself. Would you mind sharing your name?
He'll just kind of like take a drink of water and like clear his throat. Olithand.
Why he gotta have a name I can't spell?
Let me get you the spelling.
It's okay.
Go say.
Improvised.
So Ollie, Olithand.
Oh hell yeah, I spelled it right.
Olithand Cyanrath.
Does that start with a P?
Cyanrath.
Oh, like the color.
Yeah.
I love that for him.
Oh.
Blue. Okay.
He's blue.
It's
Oh,
blue.
That's cute.
Diane Wrath. I like that.
It's very
It's a
Um,
mad blue. It's the wrath of the blue.
That's
It's cyan.
Have you stared at Cyan? It's a terrifying blue. You look at it, you're like, that's aggressive.
How can we like? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Olithand. As my companion here said, we do have some questions.
And I will say, everybody roll me a perception as you are speaking to him.
Patience
that's
2
not
or
good.
no?
I have a 12.
Are you in the room, Patience?
She's standing outside the door just watching.
Your DC will be higher then.
Dirty
Tarsius
20.
is really far away. I don't know if you want him to roll or not.
Are you within like the door frame, or
No, he would be.
you wouldn't see it then?
Okay.
Perception, you said? No.
So dirty 20 is a pass.
I got a 12.
Fail.
Yeah, I would've gotten an 11. There's no way.
Yeah, no. All right. So
Hawk is like leaning very relaxed, like
So
he's
you
trying
all
to-
notice as, he's talking and eating as well. Hawk, you kind of pick up on there's like a spot on his tongue and it kind of like sticks out to you. Like, you know how dogs have like those dark spots on their tongue? You just see one in particular that's just kind of there, very prominent in the center.
okay.
And for your dirty 20, I will say you kind of like gauge your companions in the room, and you don't think Cordelia has picked up on it, but you see Lark, and you see that he's also kind of like leaning forward and like squinting slightly.
I'm too busy.
What do I know about markings like that? Do I know anything about markings like that?
So, as a rune knight, you do know that there are usually purposeful placements of things. Usually, you've never seen anybody particularly with that kind of marking. But as you stare at it, you kind of get the sensation that it seems a little too purposefully placed. Because if it was organic, it would be like off center or like a little. But this seems like very pristine, very perfectly placed at the center of his tongue as he's talking. And as you're kind of watching his mouth, you see that it almost looks symbolic in a way. Like, it looks like it could be like a symbol of something.
Interesting. Okay. First of all, is there anything that would prevent you physically from in this room safely giving us information?
other than I'm really not supposed to.
That's-
And if I tell you anything, I'm pretty sure my superior, and he's gonna kind of like nod towards the wall.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know where he is, but he was this other guy. He was like also a dragonborn, and he was like kind of older and like
Mhm.
kind of meaner looking, which pretty much matches the description of the guy that you also have.
Mhm.
He's very stalwart in his beliefs. I mean, he's a paladin, so, but you know, if word gets out that I said too much, then I'm pretty sure he would kill me,
Okay, so
or
two things.
anybody else would kill me, or maybe you know.
One, this is a brothel. The walls are thick.
Oh,
Yeah, so he can't hear anything, right?
so he's here.
He is here.
Okay.
You were both brought in at the same time. But you also don't know, and he does not know, that you are still alive. You haven't seen each other since you've been brought here. He doesn't have to know that you're still alive. He doesn't have to know that you still exist.
Okay.
If you can give us information, we can try and help you decide
But-
to do something else with your life.
But why would I do that?
Is bringing about the potential apocalypse the biggest goal you've ever had in your life, and is it really what you want for yourself?
Oh, is that what they're telling you? It's not an apocalypse. Tiamat's just we're bringing Tiamat back because she was clearly wronged by the Archdevil Bell by keeping her, you know, in hell. And we're just, you know, releasing her from her constraints so that she can once again come back and do right by Dragonkind.
You know what?
And-
Dragonkind deserves justice. I will, from a place of not being a dragon, or dragonborn of any sort, say though that it would bring peril upon a vast majority of people who have not
No,
wronged.
that's just fear mongering.
Okay. Well,
Her justice is going to be towards the ones that have done wrong. Obviously.
How loud is this individual being?
Peraltas have thick walls, patience. You're gonna have to roll perception.
this institution is very well insulated.
I mean,
I want my clients to
That's
be,
a
be
21.
comfortable in expressing themselves.
There
without
is
fear of
one
judgment.
room.
this is gonna say there's
There's
probably
one room in
one
this
room
brothel
that just
that has thin walls, exactly.
for that reason.
Yep.
And everyone
Everybody's
and anybody who's
specialty.
staying around it has to sign a waiver.
I can charge extra for that room.
So, what'd you get, patience?
That was a 21.
21. You can pick it up. I mean, you're kind of lingering in the doorway.
Okay. Then. So you would say that you're happy where you're at.
Yeah, of course.
That's good. I'm glad for you. That's not a common thing for most people. So then enlighten me. You know, as someone who I've clearly been misinformed. And I'd like to rectify that. What's the plan? What's the next steps? What's gonna happen? What should I be expecting?
For what? Exactly.
I have a lot of anxiety. I had a hard childhood. I had a hard childhood, and just I find a lot of comfort in knowing what to expect to happen. I'm not a fan of surprises, but when is this all supposed to happen? Like, when are they bringing her back? How are they gonna do it? Like, that seems like a big undertaking.
Roll me a persuasion.
We've been doing good at that. Come on, buddy. Yes, okay. 19. We're using Alina's dice tonight.
Oh, of course.
Yes, it's important.
As he just kind of like listens to you, and he looks like he wants to say something at first, but it's like, no, I can't tell you that. Sorry.
Okay. Can you tell me when we all encountered each other the first time, there was a chest in your possession full of people. Where were you taking them?
He just shakes his head.
Can I try something?
Are you going to try to hurt him?
No.
Squints.
You just see her roll her eyes. It's just like, I'm not going to physically hurt him.
That's not saying you're not going to hurt him. All types of pain are pain. Torture is torture. No.
It's not
So he
physical.
just kind of like looks at Patience and looks to you. Why do you have a kid here? This seems a little too much for her.
Oh, no, it's
She can handle
not.
herself.
It's really not.
He's gonna look at him and whisper to the guy who's like, you know how, like, Tiamat, I bet you Tiamat has a god complex? She should meet that kid.
Hold on a second.
This is my temporary ward. I'm protect. She goes where I go.
So you took her to a brothel?
I wanted to go somewhere else, but they know me, and look. Everybody upstairs is fully clothed. I know the owner. And she stays within eye and earshot of me because she needs protecting whether she thinks she does or not.
You just see her kind of like roll her eyes again a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, just...
Know what
Yes.
you were saying. Yeah, it's no, with the whole thing, it's like, yeah, and then she'll just switch over and mention this under her breath in Draconic, just like, it's not like I haven't been to Cormorant's Fortress or anything like that.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah, she is saying that out loud, and she's saying it in Draconic.
Roll me an insight.
You just get cool kid points.
Ooh!
Everyone
I don't
else in the
know.
room could roll insight.
22.
I'm good at that. Oh no, we're getting nothing off of that. That was a 6.
21.
Okay, so
I
Patience.
do know Draconic too. Yeah.
Okay, so Patience and Cordelia, you kind of watch as he kind of like looks down at the food board, and he seems to be more intent on eating than answering questions, as he does not say anything.
Oh, nothing at all.
Does not say anything.
Okay.
As he's just like, this cheese is like really good, and he holds up the
Odd.
the red brick.
We can give you more food, but please answer the questions.
Well, I've already told you that I can't answer those questions because it's kind of a job security thing.
You've been captured. I'm pretty sure they don't
And-
want you back.
They might honestly think you're dead anyway. Which is unfortunate. I can't imagine the hurt feelings that will cause. Is there nothing that you want?
I mean, I want to, not have to answer these questions.
Okay. I mean more in the realm of if there anything that you want that could sway you to answer the questions.
He'll just kind of shrug, just like, I mean, you're already kind of threatening that I'm as good as dead, and I'm refusing to answer your questions. So, what happens if I don't give you what you want?
Congratulations, you live in a brothel. And I don't mean you're as good as dead. I mean that the fact that you are missing and not where you were last seen may lead people to believe that you are dead.
So, maybe consider that, since you did ambush us, and there are certain people that were amongst the ambush that aren't going to make it back, obviously, because, and he'll look at Cordelia, because some people kind of shot him out of the sky.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So
No comment.
I would.
there's a
like-
high chance that people are going to come looking for us, potentially.
True.
Just saying.
I would like to, in our defense, we weren't trying to ambush you. We really were just trying to pass by. Quietly,
Kind of
because
go through
we
the
didn't
town.
want to get in the middle of anything sketchy. We just wanted to come here. Fighting was not the first option. But, when it's fight or or die. I mean, I think you could understand when it's, when it's you or them. But that is not where we are in this room right now. We have a choice. Violence is not the answer. And at the very, very, very least, it should not be the first.
I mean, you say that, but you try to coerce me with a non-violent option, but you brought her into the room, and he points to Cordelia. So I kind of can't help but feel, like my life is being threatened.
I'm just a bodyguard just in case you do something.
My point stands.
Patience just kind of just to Cordelia and Hawk.
If you guys want, you can go and talk to the guy on the other side, and I can continue talking with him.
You're not gonna be left alone here.
I'm not gonna torture him.
This Lark is like, absolutely not.
Yeah, Hawk is like, no.
If you wish to, as Lark says, if you wish to try and talk to the other one, I can stay here and offer my services.
Sounds
I'm
fair.
gonna still hang out over here.
Hawk is going to hand Lark the rope that was around that guy's hands.
Okay.
And be like, it's worth a shot. And then go take a step out of the room and just feel like,
I'll look at the Dragonborn and it was like, He's a priest. He's not part of the brothel. And then I'll close the door.
Okay.
Because he said I will offer my services. So,
Oh yeah.
I'm just making sure that the Dragonborn knows.
Sorry, you are here and you are captive, but hey.
All right. So are you stepping out of the room?
Yes, and he's gonna like step out of the doorway and like in front of the other one and just like big sigh, like I really hope this was gonna go better.
Did you guys do good? Did you guys get every detail you needed? And,
he's gonna look at Tarsius and be like, he doesn't want to talk.
Oh, do you want me to talk to him?
But Tarsius, for the last 10 minutes, you've been watching Gren sniff at a single corner of the hallway, and he looks at it, and then he sniffs harder, and then he like licks the spot, and then you're like, is he gonna do what I think he's gonna do? And then he like continues to sniff, and then right as you leave, that's when he lifts his leg.
Oh, oh man, I didn't think it was actually gonna pee, but okay. I'll clean it up later.
What if you and Tarsius go in and I'll just be outside trying to listen in?
Worth a shot at this point. I didn't think it was going to be such a hard sell to get people to talk when you're... I mean, we would have been kind to them whether we wanted information or not, but like... I'd really hope maybe we'd earned a brownie point or two. I don't know.
Oh, they're not talking?
No. He doesn't want to answer any of the questions. I got a name.
Oh, what name did you get?
His name is Olathand.
Oh, that's a pretty name.
It's a nice name, yeah. He also has a symbol on his tongue. It's kind of weird.
Oh, okay.
What kind of symbol?
I couldn't really tell. It's just like really, it's like right in the middle of his tongue. It's
So
like
from the shape that you saw, it looked like a circle with a it looked like a kind of like a braided circle almost, and then there is a line that kind of cuts through that circle with like some splotches kind of like on either side of the line.
Was Hawk able to describe that?
Yeah, he did explain that. That's what he could see.
And if so, can maybe a roll history or something if Cordelia knows something about it from her studies in the good old gentleman's school.
Go for it.
An adventuring guild. That is a 21.
Okay.
I'm rolling a lot of 21s right now.
All right, and what was it that you were exactly trying to do, Cordelia?
Just to see if I can kind of recognize what that symbol is, if I can remember something that maybe looks like it in books I've read and stuff.
Okay. So you think about it, and trying to recall, like, trying to get the old pattern recognition to work, like thinking of like braided circles and like lines through, like crosses through them, and like things on either side. And
trying to use the Google Lens here. I drew it in a Google Lens. And then...
Okay. I mean, there's a lot of symbols that have like circles and whatnot. It could be a sigil of some kind, like how Hawk has his giant runes, but that giant runes don't necessarily look like that either. There's nothing really circular about them. So give me 1 second. But, circles tend to be a prevalent theme through some religious, symbols, so to speak. Symbols of power and whatnot. You don't really know of anything that's braided per se, but for a moment you think of maybe it's not a braid. Maybe it's a chain. Because if you squint, it kind of does look like a braid. And kind of
Okay.
going off of that thought, let me send you something.
Ooh, secret message.
Yep.
Alright, message.
As you're thinking about it, and it kind of feels like a maybe, I don't know, but this is a symbol that kind of comes to mind when you think about it. But it feels slightly more of a stretch since that's more, religious based. But so you'd have to like, if you'd want to roll a religion, you could do that.
I will. I'm proficient.
Very good. All right. All right. So what is everyone else's plan at the moment? I got Patience's plan.
Well, I guess go in and interrogate this person and
Okay. So
what's happening? Why being a good person isn't paying out? I thought being a good person always wins.
why isn't being polite paying off?
Yeah, right.
Crazy. All right. So Hawk and Tarsius are going into the second room. Cordelia, what'd you get for your religion?
27. Natural 20, 27.
Okay. So.
I studied hard.
And it makes perfect sense, too, knowing that you have seen this symbol before, actually. You've seen this symbol on a pendant that belonged to a gnoll that you encountered while sailing.
Okay.
And for a refresher, that pendant was a symbol that the captain of said ship that you were on at the time did not like very much, as it belonged to his sister. So I'm watching the gears turn for everybody.
Yes. The gears are turning very slowly.
So that being the symbol of the Archduchess, Zariel.
Oh. I remember my uncles and aunts talking about that.
You remember Uncle Care having some words about it.
He has some feelings about that.
Handsy that one.
We got in the conversation. Shiver goes up Kara's spine at the mention of her. He took her swimming on their first date.
No. Romantic.
Drowning in a pool of lava.
And the pants was gone.
Hey. Sorry, Nick.
So, Cordelia, you make that realization as Hawk and Tarsius are preparing to go into the next room.
Okay. I'll just stand like right at the door. And
Okay.
that's basically like Cordelia's gears turning while everybody's talking. We're like, what is this symbol? I guess.
Puzzling it out.
And Patience, what was your plan?
Pretty much as they were pretty much walking past the room they were just in, Patience was gonna go back in here.
Alright, so you're gonna sit in the room?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just gonna sit across against the wall.
Okay. And you will see as Lark is unpacking his ink kit as well as kind of starting to undo the ropes around his arms as he's preparing for his religious ritual.
Look at that pupper.
And he is... Oh, that's a good dog.
Oh.
Fucking fantastic dog cam. So, as you will hear him start to explain to Olathand that what his intention is. To which he's basically saying, I do not wish you any harm. I understand that, we come from all walks of life, and from your perspective, you are right by what you do. But if you feel that there is anything you wish to confess, you may do so through me, as Ilmater is a neutral god. He's neutral in in the terms of ethical. In certain texts, it's lawful good, but technically, I would play him more neutral. But that's just me, as he is accepting of everyone's sufferings.
Okay. Feel
As
like
he
we
will.
kinda walked in on a little bit of something here.
I mean, as you do, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
As Lark will say, as he will begin to say, it's it is my understanding that you do not wish to speak, or whether it be through free will or through fear of repercussions, that you cannot answer us. So if you do not wish to say it out loud, you may write it upon my body. So, as that is starting, Tarsius and Hawk, what are we doing?
I guess after you.
Same song and dance. We got food and drink and towel.
Okay.
Alright, as you
Ding
shuffle
ding
in,
ring service.
Ding ding ding.
room
Open
service,
doors.
have
Let
fresh towels.
them in.
As you walk in, the Dragonborn, tied in the same manner, kind of tenses up as he looks at you guys, and you get this. There's his snout kind of wrinkles in disdain as he kind of curls his lip, and he's like, "No, you might as well kill me.
We brought food.
What?
I don't want it.
Why don't you want food?
Why not?
I don't want what you have to offer me."
Why? It's food.
You
Everyone
don't
likes
even know
food.
what we have to offer you, and food is just survival.
Yeah. Look at my stomach. Everybody likes food. What type of person doesn't like food?
Honestly, Hawk, same, because he's built like a wall.
Look at a hog like. What?
I mean, he's also a big dude, but
Yeah.
he's gonna be very. He'll turn his nose up and just I was trained to sustain myself off of what is needed on the situation. I do not need what you are giving me.
Why not?
That's really interesting, though. So, what do you sustain off of in this situation? Because I know you can't photosynthesize. It's dark in here.
Makes sense.
As he will. He kind of growls slightly when you mention the photosynthesizing. He's like, I don't need some fucking sun god to sustain me.
Oh, me either. Look, don't get me wrong. That's not for me. I mean, in the sense that, regardless of what you think is going to happen here, we offer you food with no strings attached. Food, water, what you need. We're not cruel.
So do you plan to force it upon me if I say no?
Absolutely not.
Then I say no.
Consent is important.
Okay.
Fair enough. Hawk will sit there and start to eat it.
Oh. You.
Not poison. It's actually really good.
I'm gonna look towards Hog. I'm like, wow, this is very hostile. I didn't expect this to be this hostile at all. Oh, thought we were just gonna have a civil conversation, but okay. I see what you mean.
So, you got a name?
For you.
That's fair. For who?
None of you.
Fair.
Do you want to answer any of our questions?
Do you like your job?
You said no. You don't like your job. Ha 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 ha.
I did not say that.
Nope, sounds like you did.
You're jumping the gun, you're chomping the bit like you got something to prove, and that's admirable.
Is it? Sounds like. I'm gonna look at them. Sounds like you have something to prove. Were you bullied?
No, I was not bullied.
What? It's okay
That
if
must
you
be nice.
were. I was
I was.
bullied when I was a kid. People used to say, "Oh, look at this big guy and big horns," and they used to make fun of me. And you don't have to care what
You
other
were
people
bullied
say.
and you were weak.
No,
I was not weak. I've never been weak.
putting
You're
yourself
fortunate.
in a position that you can relate to others as weak or strong is just you're hiding something. You're hiding something. What are you hiding?
Because
What?
he just doesn't say anything to you.
Are you fragile? That's what it is. What? So okay. So you joined a cult because there are some deep issues that you have, and you feel insecure about some things. So you have to project this state of this super toxic masculinity and strength, and that's why you want to end the world.
And you're a paladin, so you've already got some deep-seated religious trauma.
Oh yeah, and that. Wait, you're a paladin? Cool. Can you teach me some?
How did you know I was a paladin?
You look like a paladin, please.
Because you answered the question
I've met
by
clerics.
saying
Clerics
it.
never shut up. But you're part of a cult. Clerics never shut up. Okay, that's not true. The one in the other room doesn't like talking. But
How do you know
clerics
he's
never
a cleric?
shut up about
How do you
gods.
know he's a cleric?
I'm talking about my companion, not yours. Clerics never shut up about their gods. Paladins are a little more stalwart, and since you're a member of a cult, I assumed. Thank you for confirming that for me.
John clutches pearls.
It's like I felt all of the clerics from every campaign I'm in just go.
Wow.
The tiniest middle fingers up in the air from the gnome.
Jemmy's just like, excuse me!
You can feel free to shut the fuck up.
Also, I don't talk about the phoenix all the time.
But
Cole can open his mouth, but we know he has no rights, so.
wait, if you are a paladin, that means you serve a god, right? I assume your god is Tiamat.
Look at you with the big brain.
Thank you. You don't have to be mean. So, so if that's the situation, don't you have an agenda that you're trying to push?
Tell us on it. We're here for it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, what he said.
It's not an agenda.
Okay. Then it's not an agenda. Tell us on it, though. Because honestly, we met some people back in Waterdeep. Seemed real interesting. I flirted with one of them. Real attractive guy. But, like, I feel like we're teetering on the brink because honestly, this seems like it's starting to be a pretty solid cause. It's y'all are real loyal, and I'm starting to feel like I'm missing out on something.
Huck, roll me a deception.
I don't know if we're good at that. We don't lie to people. Oh, we have advantage on that. Fuck yeah. Okay. Plus, where is it? I wish these were in alphabetical order.
Wouldn't that be easy?
Yes. It is a 17.
Okay. And so, like, kind of look you up and down and just shake his head.
I know it's ridiculous how good looking I am. It's okay. Everybody feels like that.
You're average at best.
That is not true.
Have to
Oh.
be. He's just punching up high. That's what he's doing.
Well,
He's
he probably
punching
has
high.
to. I am like 7 feet tall.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. You're growing tall. It's like me when I get my second growth spurt. I'm gonna be so tall.
Yeah.
Are
But-
you done here?
No. So why are you following a I'm gonna look towards Hawkins and smile. Why are you following a bitch?
Oh, it just stops.
Y'all are really, y'all really.
We're poking
That
the
wasn't the
bear.
direction Hawk wanted that to go.
It's just like, wait. Record scratch. It's like, did Tarsius just... So.
He just cursed. Tarsius cursed.
I mean,
Tarsius said, bitch. Hawk is shell shocked.
It's in the dictionary. It's
It's a scientific
a
term.
scientific term.
The Dragonborn will just kind of like lean back. Like his hands are still tied, but he's gonna like lean himself back against the wall and just sit there. It's like, if you think taking, very shallow digs at one's deity is going to get a reaction out of me, then you can sit here all day. I know what I believe, and
Follow.
you believe that it's wrong.
Yes.
But I don't give a shit what you think.
Well,
Right.
explain
I
it
don't
to
give a
us.
shit what you think.
Because your
But
religion
I'm still
is
curious.
killing all friends and all family, and that's right in all lives. So convince me.
You have a family, Mitch? Do you mind if I call you Mitch?
Christ. Let me just erase his name real quick and just replace it with Mitch.
Mitch.
Oh man.
Death is a part of life. If people are going to die, people will die regardless. We don't get out of this place alive.
That's fair.
So,
So you're causing death, and
death
It
is
also means-
absolute no matter what.
yes,
And taxes. And taxes.
but
Unfortunately.
I don't cause death. I defend those. You
So you're the type that thinks you could save everyone because you consider yourself to be the biggest and strongest of your friends and family. So you feel that if you aren't strong enough to protect them, then you're a failure, right?
Yeah.
That's how that works, doesn't it?
Yes, that is how that works.
So then are you the type of the person that thinks that because you're up on some high holy rung that you're more important than the people that make up the base of the ladder you stand on?
Where I stand on this ladder, I fought and clawed and killed my way to get to it.
Yes. At the expense of others. And do you think you're more important than they are? Because can I tell you something? Very frankly, Mitch?
You're going to tell me regardless because you really don't know when to shut the fuck up.
I don't. You're not. And not only are you not, but I can guarantee you that in the grand scheme of things, whatever little rung 3 feet off the ground you're standing on, Tiamat won't give a shit about it.
Okay. Tell me something.
What is the plan?
When you lose everything you care for, can you remember what you said to me?
Can you?
Yeah. I'm sure I will.
Good.
But you want to know what? That won't change. What's wrong is wrong.
So
In the
confused.
grand scheme of things, we're all just a cog in the machine.
Good, so you do get it.
Unfortunately.
Then, if you just believe you're a cog in the machine, then why
My
are you?
purpose is what my God wills it to be. I am simply a servant to her. I have given my life and my soul to her.
Why?
Because it's what I want.
Why?
You don't want agency over your own life and free choice and will?
Because I am simply a tool to be used to carve a better future.
I mean,
You're definitely a tool.
if you just want to hurt people and if you just have fun,
I do whatever she wills.
But it just doesn't make any sense.
Well,
Why hurt
think of
innocent people?
Because it's what I'm told to do. Is it not the same for adventurers like you, somebody high, who sees themselves as higher than what they are, tells you to go do something, you go do it.
Oh no. I decided to do what I'm doing right now. I'm self-employed. It's great. You should look into that.
Regardless, you are getting a reward out of this, aren't you? Regardless, that
gratitude of a
reward
job
is
well
coming
done.
from... Regardless, that reward will be coming from the vault of some rich fucking nobody, some fucking king that thinks they're a god, people that think that they are beyond the bounds of mortality and morality.
If they truly think of that of themselves, they're fools.
I mean, you tell me, you work for them.
I work for myself. For one, I work for myself. I, not unlike you, rally to the cause of my own interests. If that brings coin to survive, because, you know, gotta eat, gotta, like, live, gotta buy clothes. I just had to buy new pants. I had a growth spurt at 29. Shit, don't do it. Unfortunately, capitalism is alive and well. We're all a slave to something.
Yeah. Burritos.
I'm no boot-licking noble lover. Came from a very humble place, and I have not forgotten that.
I guess the only way that I feel comfortable with releasing you is because that's the end goal, right? You want to get out of here to do whatever you want to do. If you want to go help Tiamat do stuff, you want to go help Tiamat do stuff. I just really, really only have one question, and I would really like an honest answer. Do you like hurting people?
Doesn't matter if I like it.
No, it does.
Good.
Do you like hurting people?
I gotta think about this.
Hey! You stumped him! Yes!
Dang!
Patient's just gonna close the door behind her. That was interesting. Just meh.
She closes the door, walks over. Lark's taking his clothes off.
Like, oh,
You'll probably do that. It's like, yeah,
Because he was, actually. I'm just letting you know that right now. He
Oh,
started,
yeah.
like, taking the ropes off, started undoing his, like,
Yeah.
shirt and, like, the ropes around
I'll
his
pretty much
chest.
mention that. You know, just walk over. Yeah, it's like Lark's taking his clothes off. He's doing some,
Dull playtime.
his, ritual thing.
Hawk's gonna be like, great. I'm gonna have to carry him out of there in a few minutes.
How's
Cool.
everything going over here?
Just don't take the ink.
Are you kidding me? I would never hear the end of it.
Yeah.
I would
That's
never hear
also
the end of
other
it.
reason
He
I
already
walked
thinks
out
I'm a
of the room,
thief.
Because apparently there's the whole issue with the ink and stuff like that. So I
How-
didn't want to be in the premise of something that could poison me. So.
That is
I'm-
a very good life choice.
I don't know if you want me to roll, but I am trying to intently listen to the conversation inside. But
Of course.
walls are thick. Do you need me to roll perception? If I
Yeah,
heard
roll a
something?
perception. Roll a perception, and if your perception's high enough, I'll have you roll an insight.
That's a 20, dirty 20.
Oh, yeah, roll me an insight.
Inside is not that great. That is a 14.
So you can pick up on the conversation. It doesn't seem like it's going well. Seems like a dead end.
Is this on the room that Tarsius and Hawk are in?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Patience would probably just walk up to Cordelia.
How's everything going with the one over here?
This one's strong-willed, more of a fighter, and protects the deity, being
Can I-
kind of a priest / paladin.
Can I try something?
What's the something?
And just for the sake of it, she's gonna whisper it in your ear, Cordelia.
Go ahead
Okay.
and tell Cordelia what your plan
Uh,
is.
It's fine. I'm short enough. I don't need to hunch.
Yeah. Her just being like, I'm gonna sing a song.
I don't trust you. What
No,
song?
really, I'm gonna just sing a song.
I still don't trust it. What kind of spell are you casting?
No, it's a song.
I'm for a talent show.
What kind of spell are you casting?
It's a song.
You can literally roll if you want to roll insight. She's not
I guess.
being deceptive.
I'm gonna open the door and I was like, seems like nothing's happening. I'm gonna look at the just Dragonborn. I still have my hood up, though. This child wants to sing you a song for some reason.
Hawk, like, oh, what?
He just
Yeah,
shrugs.
Her just like looking over at Tarsius and Hawk, and then over at the Dragonborn, just kind of like,
How's everything going in here?
This is
Wait.
Mitch.
Oh yeah, I was gonna just say
Mitch
that.
does
His
not
name's
like
Mitch.
talking.
Though he was talking a lot.
you just see her get ready to inhale, like she's gonna say something, and then be like, "No, that's inappropriate. I will not say that word."
It's okay, Tarsius already said it. If Tarsius can say it, you can.
I'm sorry if Hawk's calling the Dragonborn Mitch. Her just being like, "Oh, Mitch the bitch."
Hawk just like pinches the bridge of his nose, like this. Okay,
So you bring a child to do your work for you.
absolutely not.
She just wants to sing a song. That's what she said.
And she's
Wait.
a companion, and honestly scary in her own right.
Yep.
I wouldn't fuck with her.
Yep.
That is the most competent child I have ever met, for the record.
You just see Hawk points and says that. You just see her just kind of like slowly turn it and look up at Hawk, just kind of like, "Who are you? What did you do with Hawk?" He would never say that.
Hawk is trying to. Hawk is trying anything at this point to get old Mitch to holler. So
Yeah, no. Patience. Rosemary's literally just gonna plop down on the ground. And just be like, "You know what? That's okay. My hand has been forced."
Oh, great.
And she's just gonna repeatedly sing the llama song.
Oh, dear God.
is she doing the hand gestures?
There's hand gestures to that song.
Wait, is it? Oh wait, is it the llama song or is it the llama where they're
The
like
there's
llama?
and another little
Oh, the other llama.
Funny llama, funny llama, llama, llama duck.
Oh,
Just
Lord.
gonna repeat that song.
I bet you Cole loves that.
Oh, for sure. That song's banned in his house, probably.
It is. Basil probably taught her it, so.
Your grandpa like, I love that song! So,
He would.
Start singing with her.
Oh man, not this again.
Addie walks out of the room.
alright, so as Patience is sitting there singing this song on repeat, and Hawk and Tarsius, she sings through the song, and then when you think it's gonna end, she picks it up again, and you're like, oh, this can go on forever.
And this child.
He's gonna look at Patience. He's gonna look at Tarsius. He's gonna look at Mitch. Like, the beauty of this is I can walk out of this room. And he's going to.
Yeah, when there's enough space, Cordelia's gonna go in with Patience.
Yeah.
And just stand there menacingly, not say a word.
Okay?
Oh,
Um,
I just wanted my question answered, but I can't be here anymore.
That's okay, maybe I can
Bye.
She'll stop singing for a second, just be like, "That's okay. I can probably get him to crack."
Oh,
well, when you do.
I just wanted to know if he was a good person or not.
Yeah, the question stands.
I guess
Oh.
from like the hallway.
I'll say on Minotaur and just say, I don't think he is.
I don't know. Back in Minotaur, maybe he's a good person. If he's a good person, we can just let him go, and he'll decide what to do with his life after that.
He wants to listen to his god and doesn't care about killing people because that's what his god said.
Well, maybe he doesn't think he has a choice.
I think he knows he has a choice. And Hawk is gonna like walking over since Patient said Lark was doing his thing. Hawk is gonna like kind of knock on the door softly and then just open it and look inside to make sure that Lark isn't like passed out since that guy's hands weren't bound.
So as you knock and then you open the door, you see as Lark has taken his shirt and shrugged it down his shoulders. More or less kind of like shirking it down, making sure his arms are free and like down to his waist. And redoing the ropes so that they sit around his chest, accentuatingly, I will say. That was an important detail that I was told to include, just so you know.
Oh, thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Lynn.
Gotta have the important.
He's very lean, but due to the ropes, it allows some lift. So
it looks like bandage.
yes.
Hawk like.
As Lark just looks at you, just plainly.
He's just like, okay. I just wanted to make sure you didn't like pass out like you did the last time.
If you feel you are going to lose sleep over it, you may sit and watch.
Okay. And he's gonna like sidle in and just very quietly just sit down.
Yeah, so you just sit. The bench kind of like creaks awkwardly.
He's like, And he's gonna sit there, but he's not really gonna like intently watch the process or anything. Obviously, that is the word I'm going to use, an intimate thing.
Okay.
He's just there, kind of just. If anything, if he is paying attention at all, it is very like contemplatively, like.
Roll me perception.
We're fascinated by this. Okay. Okay, so that is plus 3, 17.
17. All right. So you are doing your best to not directly pay attention. Like every now and then, you'll glance over and just see what's going on as Lark is explaining what's going on, or what he plans to do. As the Dragonborn Othan, he's listening, fairly intently in a way. Like he's like, so all of this is like confidential, yeah? Like your god's not gonna go blab to Tiamat or anything. Like, cool, okay, that's pretty cool. It's like an anonymous confession, cool. So, and like every now and then you just kind of like glance over. You see him as he's like setting up his inks. He's getting his quill ready, and just kind of like preparing himself for what he's about to do. And as you just kind of like watch, and then your eyes kind of like go back to, as the Dragonborn speaks, you see the symbol on his tongue again, and then you kind of like look away, and then you look back and you're like, is that a belly button piercing? And then you look away again and you're like, no, wait, that is. So
Really? I love Lynn. I love Lynn.
fucking heat character designs from that one.
I fucking love them. All of them.
Funky little dude right there. So
That's a funny way of spelling hot. Um,
all right, so Patience and Cordelia in one room, Hawk and Lark in the other. Tarsius, what are you doing in this moment?
I'm just sitting outside, just sad.
Aww.
Oh, buddy.
Just a little sad right now. people being mean and like why.
I know. I know.
He can understand people doing bad things because of necessity or because of bad situations, but just doing it just because is like, man. He's entering the world and the world is dark. He's just outside. He's just a little sad right now.
Okay. So I'm gonna go back and forth between the rooms because like this will be very happening at the same time kind of moment. So starting with Patience and Cordelia. Patience, you are continuing your song, yes?
I was once a treehouse. I lived in a cave. Yes, she is.
Okay. All right. Okay. And considering we are fueled by spite, I don't need you to roll a concentration check on any of that.
Nice.
Good.
I was
So,
only
Cordelia, how are we holding up with all of this?
Cordelia is good at just tuning out things.
Okay,
So
as
she's
you are
just there.
quietly disassociating in the corner, just to not listen. Roll me a perception.
Llamas takes that.
Oh, that's really good. That is 23.
23. Okay. So, you're watching as this Dragonborn is becoming increasingly annoyed at the song. Like, he's getting restless, and he just looks to you, Cordelia, and it's just like, why don't you just kill me already?
Nah.
This sounds. This just sounds more fun, I guess. I don't know. There's some things that we still need to know, and I feel like you know some things.
And what if I do?
You'll talk.
Right. So if this is your preferred method of torture, and you want me to talk, how about you ask me a question?
There has been some question asked. You'll answer those, and then we'll continue asking questions. You haven't answered the first questions that you were told. And then I'll go to my inventory and grab like a little piece of paper, maybe two, two, and roll it into like a little tube and give it to Patience. Here you go. Makes your voice sound louder.
Ooh, yeah.
Just made her a megaphone.
Wow.
And continue to just stand there.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
man.
wait.
Oh my god, do you have a prop?
Oh,
I'll have a
prop.
bullhorn.
We love props.
There's a llama, there's a llama, and another little llama. Fuzzy llama, bunny llama, llama, duck.
Oh my god. So he just closes his eyes and sighs.
Yes, there's physical torture. There's psychological torture.
Right. So which question do you want answered first?
Really?
Well, the first question was your name. You, or unless you prefer us to call you Mitch all the time, but I don't think that's your actual name, is it?
You can call me Tyron.
How hard was that?
Tyran. Tyron. Cyanrath.
Oh! Plot thickens.
And I'm a paladin of Tiamat.
So you are a paladin. So the assumption was correct.
Yes, your large friends are quite presumptuous.
Thank you.
What was the other questions that Tarsius was asking?
If he likes hurting
Yeah.
people.
Oh yeah. So did you like hurting people just to hurt people? I know you said because that's what your god said, but do you like it?
My life is to my god. Therefore, whatever she wills, I will do gladly.
So you like hurting people? it brings you joy when you kill someone just because
It
that's what
brings
the
me
god-
joy to fulfill her will.
So just killing innocent people, it brings you joy?
If I must.
Is Patience continually singing still while she's asking? Okay.
It's if you want to see me as, the bad guy, if that makes it easier for you to justify, wanting to stop what we're doing, then by all means, see me as the bad guy. But just know that everyone has a reason for what they're doing.
I know, just the apocalypse is not a thing that, like, for the world.
Yeah.
One man's apocalypse is another's renewal.
So just everybody will just die for the sake of dying, so that
Well, not everyone.
one race or one religion can rule the world.
Consider it a cultural reset.
No.
Mm,
I'm just gonna. Man, thick walls are thick. How can I bring Nick Hawk back?
I was like, Nick's not here.
I know. I'm just gonna open the door. Like, Tarsius, can you, brother, can you get Hawk? back here?
Yeah, goes over. Hey, Hawk.
Please.
They want you in the other room.
He's gonna like look at Lark for a second and then be like,
Why are you naked?
okay.
I am in the middle of something.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can just go back.
Hawk's gonna be like, if Hawk's gonna walk out there and look at Tarsius, like without closing, like he leaves the door cracked, and he's gonna look at Tarsius and be like, if he passes out, come get me.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that was an option that was gonna happen. Okay. Now he's intently looking at the door. Like, oh shit, someone's gonna pass
Well,
out.
and he's gonna be like, that guy's hands are still unbound if he passes out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Which, as you're watching as the Dragonborn is taking the offered quill, dipping it in the ink, and he is he's writing his name, and he's writing down his confessions.
If you don't write your name on your papers, the teacher gives you a 0.
Exactly.
That's how it works.
And Hawk will walk back into the other room.
Okay.
Like, did you miss me, Mitch?
He
As
is
you-
prime and ready. His name is Tyrene.
Tyrene?
Tyran.
Ren.
Tyran.
Oh,
Yeah.
Plot twist!
Plot twist.
Wrong
Tyrene is
game.
actually a dragonborn in disguise. You ruined the surprise.
Tarsius, can you roll me a perception while you're standing guard?
It's like we're Scooby doing this stuff. We're just grabbing your face and
Ooh, that's
removing
not
the
gonna be
mask.
good. That's
Oh.
a 12.
It's good enough.
Okay.
It's good enough.
It's alright. It's alright.
As Tyran just looks to you, Cordelia, did you really have to bring him back?
Well, he's the one who has the questions.
Of course you do.
I'm more of a bodyguard. As,
I like to be prepared.
Ah, so you're like me then.
as kind of funny as it sounds, I guess. I don't know.
you know what? I'm feeling merciful.
All right, but
How uncharacteristically kind of you.
yeah, I will actually tell patients who will like, you can stop singing. You can continue later if needed, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just gonna sit and lean against the wall and just.
Well, Tyron.
Oh, Cyan Wrath.
Cyan Wrath.
I'm giving her the eye, like, kind of like that.
Interesting. So, Tyron. What's the plan? We really are invested in this. I'm not gonna lie to you. We love to know what's happening and what's going on and what to expect. To be frank, I expect to die at some point. But leading up to that, like, if you could give us like a timeline of events or like what the big plan is. Like, how does this whole shindig work? To be fair, I am not a religious man, nor have I ever tried to bring a deity into this world, so I find that rather fascinating. Like, just the biggest, winningest smile he can conjure.
He just stares at you.
Would you like me to have someone paint you a portrait?
No, I will decline that offer.
Your loss. I mean, neither of us want the kid to start to sing again. If you can sing, she doesn't have to sing. Tit for tat. Work with me.
I'm gonna.
Is that your son in the other room?
Two. Which one? What room?
No, Mr. Cyanrath. Our other captive's last name happens to also be Cyanrath.
Ah, so you have my idiot brother.
Ah, brothers. Don't have one of those myself.
Do yourself a favor and don't.
I find myself to be tragically the idiot brother. Although I wear it pretty well, I think. Brothers. Wait, are you you're the big brother?
What do you think?
Yep, I knew it. Classic.
I
You
wanna get
know better.
a parchment and quill and give it to Patience and ask her to write the lyrics down. For reasons.
She will.
Fair.
He's like, yeah, I'm big brother. I feel it. Like, you've got that air of maturity about you. I feel it. Yeah, that's a big responsibility.
Tarsius, by this point, you will see as Olathand is writing on Lark's arms.
Mm-hmm.
You see that he's writing quite a lot, and right as he's writing, you see that he kind of starts to cough, and when he coughs, blood just kind of dribbles down from his mouth.
No.
Who coughs? For
Olathand.
clarification. Okay.
Mm,
This is what Tarsius is watching from the
Okay.
room that Lark is in.
I'm like, oh, religions are weird. Okay, I'm gonna stand still, but I don't like what's happening.
As I mean, Lark's looking kind of rough himself, but you've seen him perform his things as you're watching,
Yeah,
as his
okay.
skin's starting to flare and like his arms are like seizing up.
Just like, just looks icky. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here. Okay. I'm not panicking at all.
I had a good question.
Oops.
Oh. Looking at Tyron, does he have the same mark on his tongue?
Since you are actively looking for it, yes, he does.
Interesting. So, humor me, Tyron. What's with the tongue tattoo?
It's
What
a
if your brother has it
birthmark.
too? Interesting. That is a really, very, like, precisely placed birthmark.
Isn't it?
It is, actually.
Very specific.
I have a
looking
birthmark too, But it's not anywhere near as nice looking as that. Wait, are you twins? Dude, I'm just trying to make conversation.
No, you're trying to get to know me.
I mean, fair. Still, you know, it's nicer than, you know, like being all business with people. Like, I actually care about other people. Like, if I didn't give a shit about you, I'd have killed you already. But I give a shit. So whether or not that's going to come back to bite me on the ass remains to be seen.
Whose ass are you biting?
I would like you to not bite my ass. You need consent for that. So, so, what? Have they offered you anything to, like, carry all of this out? Like, do you get compensated? Like, do they pay you? Do you, like, earn a, or do they just, like, give you everything you need to have for all the things? Like, do you get, like, some high spot in the new world, etc., etc.?
Is it always about money with you?
No, actually. But I want to understand. And, unfortunately, money seems to be the language that most people understand.
Then I'm afraid I am not familiar with that language.
Fair enough. Underpaid, overworked. So, like, where do you all, like, live in the tower?
Is zealot the word to use?
What?
Is
It's-
zealot the word to use?
We just lost patience.
Oh no, I lost everybody else too.
Oh, I hear patience.
Just camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I still see her.
See you too.
Nope, I see nothing.
I don't see anybody. I'm gonna have to do a hard reset.
Hawk's gonna, like, sit there and be like, so do you all, like, live in the tower? Or do y'all just kind of, like, walk around while the tower moves? That's a lot of walking, I'm just saying.
And what do you want with the tower?
To throw myself off of it.
See. But if you want answers from me, it's not fair you won't give me anything in return.
I just answered your question.
No, you didn't.
You asked me what I wanted with the tower, and I told you I wanted to throw myself off of it. We're getting to know each other, remember?
Unfortunately. Don't know what good it would do you.
Well, I figure if it's, like, a really high tower... I mean, do you get where I'm going with here? Like, just... No? Okay. Honestly, I'm just nosy, and I find the tower thing fascinating. Like, it moves. That's cool. I'd love to figure out how to do that, because let me tell you, 10 years of wandering around the world just, like, on my own 2 feet, like, it's great for physical fitness. Like, that's good, but honestly, you get a little road weary. Like, and just being able to go from place to place, being someone who can't use magic myself, if there was, like, a mechanic to that I could learn, that would be so handy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And he's, not really going to give you much of an answer there.
Great. So,
Tarsius, by this point, you see that Olathan's coughing is a lot more harsh, I should say, a lot more, intense. And you will notice these bright blue flower petals also falling out of his mouth with the blood.
Oh. Okay.
Right. So.
I'm gonna go get a bucket and a mop.
So never mind.
All right. So.
Sorry.
Tyron just. Why are you sorry?
No, sorry, I made a thing.
Oh, okay. You all really do think
I'm sorry
you're...
for a lot of things, but this isn't one of them.
Okay.
Uh,
But you
So,
all really
can't
think
hear
you're,
anybody.
fuck.
no.
Sydney! Oh,
Oh no.
No.
intense interrogation gets interrupted by connection issues. Love that. Fitting?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hear you, thank God.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Cool. So, I have no idea what just happened. So, what was the last thing you said? Please, before I couldn't hear
All
you.
right. Well, let me
By Discord.
do a small reset. You all really do think you're invincible, don't you, in your cause?
Absolutely not. I don't pretend to be invincible to anything.
Good.
No one is invincible.
No, you certainly are not, Nicodemus.
Oh, we're on first name basis.
Yes, we are.
How do you know my first name?
Why do you think?
Great. Is your boss here?
She lets me know what is needed.
I guess that's fair enough. How does she know? Because I certainly didn't properly introduce myself to her the first time.
Oops, I just accidentally pulled a tab out that I wasn't supposed to do. Okay, there we go. Let's just say she has mutual connections.
Oh. I love a connection.
And the web that we cast is a lot more intrinsic than you think it is.
A lot more like a spider than a dragon, but fair enough.
Well, I wouldn't say spider, per se.
No.
But since we are at the point where I am done with this conversation,
Okay.
that is it. I am done with this conversation. As are you.
Oh, I am.
You are.
I didn't know you were in charge of me.
Go ahead.
Oh.
So, before we end this conversation, how about you ask me one more question?
Are you actually going to answer it?
Oh, I will answer.
Cool. You can give me one piece of advice. The most honest piece of advice you could give me that is actually useful. What would it be?
My piece of advice to you is question as the DM, is the door closed right now for this room? Did you close the door behind you when you entered it?
Yeah, he'd have closed it. Because he left the other door open.
Fair. My piece of advice to you is when you enter a room with an enemy that has the intent to kill you, I would leave the door open. And with that, he is going to sit up straight and just say, and the last thing I will tell you, the password to the labyrinth, to enter the labyrinth, to get into Zonthal Tower is, and as he says that, you watch as his throat seizes up. As it seizes up, and you watch as he kind of like goes completely rigid. And I'm going to need everyone in the room to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. Oh, that was not good. That was not good at all. That's a 9.
That's a fail.
Got a natural 20 to 23.
That's a fail.
Great.
Got a 25.
That's a fail, unfortunately.
What?
Jesus.
What?
Ah!
25?
I didn't mean to do that.
I need my dice. Silly me.
Am I about to be poisoned?
No, actually.
Okay.
I will say, to prepare everybody, you are going to be taking fire damage, as this is a fireball that is exploding from him.
Great.
Mhm.
So, make sure I have my thing. Boop.
I doubt I can
Boop, boop,
counterspell
boop,
it.
A Dabacadabra. A Cabra-cadabra?
I mean,
Cadabra Capula.
Oh, so this is a spell and or a magical effect.
That's the question, I guess.
it is technically a spell.
Yeah, no, I just have advantage on things.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Nope. Not 25 is highest.
I'm saying it is a spell.
Counterspell it?
You may try.
I would have to counterspell at the highest level I possibly can do.
You can do that.
Just 5th.
5th level, alright. One moment while I look at something.
No potted plant.
Yeah, now I gotta roll 2 d20s. Well, first
Right.
let me roll my...
Right now, no potted plant, please.
That was a 2, so I don't trigger my wild magic.
Okay.
Plant.
That would have been an awful time to have a
I've
potted
already
plant.
Not right
I've
now.
already done potted plant once. Don't need it again.
Potted plant.
Okay. Making sure I'm reading
Only,
things
we
as
always
correctly
need
as I
more
can.
potted plants.
Okay, so
DC equals to 10 plus the spells level.
all right. So roll me your counterspell.
Would it be? Would it just be a straight roll? Do I add charisma
Believe-
or do I add Arcana? I can never remember.
Is it Arcana that we're rolling? It's an Arcana check, yes?
Yeah, it's an Arcana check.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm double checking right now.
I believe, because I'm checking everything. I'm like, so I'm making sure I am correctly reading stat blocks and everything. So I just want to make sure I do this correctly.
DC equals on. Wait.
Which one of you fuckers I want to use?
Oh no, it's just an ability check. So sorry, it's not Arcana. It's an ability check. So it's a D20 plus the cast. So for you would be you're a sorcerer,
Charisma.
right? Charisma. So D20 plus charisma.
So, okay, so I have a +5 to charisma. Okay. Hey,
Okay,
Vic.
Cole.
What?
Hey, Vic, you want to come over here and say this just for yourself?
No, it's fine. I already know what it is.
You used Cole's dice, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
Shocked.
I used her
Truly
actual
shocked.
dice.
Truly shocked.
25.
Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, so Patience, right as you see the initial spark of magic go off, you instinctively throw your counterspell out. And what happens is the fireball does explode, but when it does no damage to the area or to Tyrant or anyone. It just explodes out, and you have fire consume the room, and you feel the heat, but you don't get the pain, nor is anything burning, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And within this, you see as Tyrant is still locked up in pain as he's choking and convulsing, and you watch as I apologize for this. These long, dark fingers open his mouth as this large twisted shadow crawls its way out, and the shadow is solid in appearance but ripples like, a creature obscured by fire. As you see these red eyes burning like hot coals, and the fires around kind of encapsulate the shadow almost like wings in a way. As you see the shadow reach out and take a single finger and presses it to Tyrant's forehead. And you watch as the Dragonborn just freezes up, and you see as his body shrivels in on itself as he crumbles into dust.
What?
And then the fires just dissipate, and the shadow is gone.
That's so.
what the fuck? Hawk is gonna, knowing that Patience and Cordelia are okay, obviously he can see that, he's gonna tear out of that room and around the corner into the other one.
Don't worry, I have a bucket and a mop. Oh, okay.
Hey DM, do I know what that shadow was?
You can roll me a religion, as could everybody.
Good, everybody.
As we're panic running.
Pete!
As I would say, also roll me a perception for everybody that was in that room when that happened.
That's
Okay.
not me.
That's a 21 for perception.
12.
That's funny. I rolled 2 nat 20s.
Nice.
So 27 on religion, 26 on perception.
Lord
Yeah,
have
for
mercy.
religion, I also got a natural 20.
Of course, yes.
So a natural 20.
And Hawk
Okay.
got an 18 for religion.
Good for you, Hawk.
Right? Good for him.
Good for you, Hawk. I'm so proud of
He
you.
literally, well, I mean, he gets a +2. I guess it's not awful, but still.
He did his best, and I'm proud of him.
Yeah. Every day. Every day.
For religion, yeah, that pretty much lines up with any description that you have heard of Zariel, the Archduchess of Avernus. As for perception, Cordelia, you got natural 20. Patience, what did you get on
26 total.
I got
26
12.
total? No. Hawk, what did you get?
I think it was a 21. I think.
Okay.
I remember you saying 21, I think.
Okay, I'm like, I think it was a 21 or a 22. Dirty. But it was one or the other, and I can't remember because I already moved my dice. Because I got advantage.
So, in the moments leading up to his death, Tyron, who was completely locked in place in pain, choking and gasping, a few words do escape from him right before he crumbles into ash. You would have heard him say a small prayer to Tiamat, saying, "Mother, forgive me. but my service ends here. But I did find him. So, and that's what was said as Hawk, you tear out of that room and run into the next one to see Olathan basically doubled over, like trying to continue riding as his entire body is shaking, and you just see blood and like these bright blue flower petals pouring from his mouth as he's like wheezing for air and clutching onto Lark. And Lark is also looking like a hot mess as he's currently, his entire body has just words scrawled across it at this point. As he just kind of like stiffly looks to you as you burst into the room. He's like, what is wrong? Is everything okay?
No one is. Well. He's gonna look at Olathan. And the state that he's in. And since we passed our religion check, he's gonna be like, well, he knows he's already writing. He's like, just like, what does Zariel have to do with this?
Are you saying that to Olathan?
Yeah.
As he is just
This time the door is open.
okay. The door is open.
we heard that loud and clear. The door is open.
When you're dealing with an archdevil, you leave the fucking door open.
Do you?
Except in Grayson's case, you close
That's
that fucking door.
what I was about to
Close that
ask.
fucking door.
What
Because
about
nobody
Captain
wants
Carter?
to. Nobody wants to see that.
Tarsius is like, who's Zariel? More names I got to keep up with.
Like, I gotta write that down.
Alright,
So-
Zariel.
As Olathan's just, and right as he says that, you see as this fiery chain just appears and just wraps around his neck as he starts screaming as it's like burning into his flesh, and you see the blue scales start to kind of blister and melt with the intense heat. As Lark, what is there anything that you are doing in this moment, Hawk or Tarsius?
As Hawk sees it, honestly, he's not smart. So
Oh, no.
he's gonna be like, he wants an answer, and he's like, no, and he's literally going to try to grab at the chain like it's gonna help.
What?
Roll
Grab
me
at the chain.
What?
He's gonna pull them away.
Constitution.
He's gonna
Hawk.
Is that what you're doing too, Tarsius?
Hawk, don't.
He wants an answer.
Don't you also have my brain? So I'm like, oh shit, a
my
chain came out of nowhere. Bro, you can't breathe with the chain on your neck. Let me get that off of you.
I need both of you to roll me Constitution saving throws
He's-
right
he's
gladly.
now.
Literally like, no. Like, no.
Christ.
Well, that's an 8.
Oh no.
That's an 8.
Okay. That's a fail.
Okay.
Of course
well,
it is.
Is it plus is to con, right? All right, cool. So because
I hope you do as a barbarian.
with my plus
must be
9
nice.
to Constitution, that is a 25.
That is a pass.
Okay.
We'll take that. Okay. Barely.
Okay. Just grab the chain, like, no, you need to breathe. Breathing is good.
So you are gonna take half damage, Tarsius.
Okay.
Hawk's gonna take the full damage.
Okay. Don't die, Hawk.
Don't die, Hawk.
Her chains are really hurty.
Like-
They're very hurty.
Really hurty.
We're only level
Very
10.
hurty. Oh, that's a lot of sevens.
Oh boy.
Oh, yikes.
We're only
On the bright side, this is easy math.
Okay.
I'm glad that we had a good night's sleep.
So the full damage is 44 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
The half will be 22.
Okay.
So as you guys immediately grab for this red hot piece of metal that is actively on fire, Hawk, at first you feel nothing. But then your next thought is, why is it cold? And then the burning, that hot, intense burning kicks in.
Ow. What's happening? I don't understand what's happening.
As the chains aren't budging, as they start to wrap tighter and tighter around Olithend. And Lark also kind of stiffly like pushes himself forward, despite the fact that he's just like completely like paralyzed from his poison. He pushes forward as he also he reaches out towards Olithand, not grabbing the chains, but grabbing onto his face, as he mutters something about you two being idiots for grabbing onto fire.
What? It's fine. I'll just spit
So,
on my hands later.
But Uncle West does it all the time.
I have
Just because you see Uncle Care grabbing
Yeah,
things out of a
Uncle Care
forge doesn't
and
mean
Uncle-
you should do it.
I mean, Uncle Carrie, Uncle West does it.
It's like I spent a whole like day and a half doing this, and I should be able.
Uncle Care.
I should have hands made of asbestos.
look,
Gimme.
if I need to take a level on Abuelita, and then I'll be able to handle
Yeah,
these.
there you go.
All right. As so anyway, Lark grabs onto Olithand as he starts to recite this prayer of Ilmater. And he's at the same time also casting a healing spell. And within that, you watch as the chains around Olithand's neck, as Lark pretty much professes, it's just like your power has no sway here. He is now, within Ilmater's protection. As the chain unfurls, and with it, as it unfurls, it's like kind of like does this like sharp snap, and when it does, it becomes this red cord that just kind of like wraps around Lark and also wraps around Olithand, as the fire just kind of like dissipates, and you see as like the wounds start to slowly close up on Olithand's neck as he kind of like gasps for air, and you see as he coughs again, and the flowers just kind of pour from his mouth, and with that he just kind of like collapses forward, and then Lark also collapses forward as they kind of like go in on each other. Yep.
Like we hurt. Catch.
Catch.
He's
Icy
not going to
hands.
let them. He's not going to let them fall down. So
Catch.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me roll something real quick. As Olithand is completely out. Like, he's still breathing, but he's out. Okay, that's what I thought was going to happen. As the red cord just kind of, gives off this like very soft, warm glow. And Hawk and Tarsius, you also feel the pain from your hands start to heal as you are like encompassed within this light as well. And Lark, kind of like limply against you, Hawk, kind of mutters something that you don't quite, you can't quite make out. As he leans into you.
yeah, Hawk's gonna sit there and be like, okay, he's heavy. I guess it's one of those like we're going to lower because obviously they are going to fall.
Okay.
If they weren't really well, wait, are they sitting or did we end up standing?
So Lark was standing. Olithand was sitting on a bed.
Okay. Okay, and if they kind of like fell in. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hawk's like, okay, like kind of shimmy so that Olithand ends up all the way on the bed.
Which he'll end up on the bed.
And then yeah, he's got He's holding up Lark, like, all right, to the
As
ground.
Lark is like pale, sweats, shaking. His limbs are stiff. As he kind of like very stiffly like puts a hand on you, Hawk. And he's like muttering like incoherently.
Hawk's like, I've got you. You're not gonna hit the ground.
And then he throws up onto you.
Up, got the
Again.
bucket. Got the
Again.
bucket.
Hawk's gonna be like, we've got to stop meeting like this.
And with that, he will also pass out.
All right. Well, okay. So when he threw up, did he throw up on me and him?
Yeah, but it's kind of like you're both a mutual splash zone.
Great. Okay, it's a good thing we're near the baths. All right.
Clean it up and then go over here to my sister.
Yeah, Hawk will kind of. He's gonna end up. If Olithend is out, we're not worried about Olithend right now. He is going to end up trying to like get Lark situated to a point where he can step out of the room real quick, grab a bucket of water to kind of just wash the vomit off of the both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of like cold washcloth on forehead. Like, I don't know if this is gonna help.
So are you trying to wash
last time,
off?
Hawk is like, I ran a fever.
Are you trying to like clean like the writing off of him or
No.
Okay.
He's like, that's religious stuff. We're not fucking with that. But like, Hawk's like, this shit made me run a fever and stuff. If he doesn't have anything on his face, like the cool towel, like on his forehead, like, all right. Yeah, because Hawk's like, I'm not messing with all of that. No.
So is the ink bottle like kind of out and about again?
Yeah, all of his stuff is out in the room.
Can't touch it. Ceiling.
Like, Hawk, like, don't touch it. It's poison. Eh.
Well, because poison, Cordelia's gonna be like, I'll pick it up, put it on his bag, and put it on his side.
I was gonna be like, dude, you won't believe there was a chain that came out of nowhere, and then oh my god, wait, what happened to our friend?
He exploded. Zariel religious stuff.
Who is Zariel? Oh my, I'm
One
in
of-
this.
Yeah,
The Duchess of Hell.
I'm gonna go get juice. I'll be right back.
She's kind of like peeking out.
Can you
and
give me one too, please?
Okay, I'll get everyone juice.
hearing that?
Double for patience.
Okay, 2 juices of
Yeah,
patience.
no, but hearing because Cordelia was the one who said Duchess of Hell, right?
Hawk said
Okay,
it.
Hawk
The door
said
is open.
Okay. Yeah. Patience hearing that, and then she reaches into her bag and pulls out the sending stone that Addie gave her.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh boy. Hawk's about to be fired from his babysitting job.
And then she's just like, hey, Dad, are you on the other side of this stone?
Can you roll something? Is Cole available?
And Cole paying attention? Yes.
But
Nothing
is he
gets past Cole.
available is the question.
Hold on, because I actually have a prop for this.
Please leave me a message. 4.
Oh, you have a rock?
I just have rocks
Rocky.
sitting on my desk because I'm weird like that.
Rocky talkie.
Also, fun fact, it's a hagstone because those are fun.
Nice.
So,
You shout into the hole.
yeah, so your dad's occupied right now. What's up?
Benny
Who's on
picked up.
Who
That
was
was
it
the
that picked
accent you just gave.
I'm sorry, that's just how I started.
up? Know who picked up?
West picked up.
Oh,
'cause I'm
West
just
picked
using
up,
my voice.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay. Maybe it's best if I ask you this then. Do you know who
I mean-
Zariel is?
Okay, Hey,
Let me tell you a story.
hey, can you just hear? Did you just hear Wes just go? Hey, Karen.
Hey, I was just saying, Karen, they met your
Hey, Karen.
girlfriend.
Hey, Carrie, your girlfriend's back, and then no, wait, come back, don't leave. What about her?
Fear just looks down at the sending stone and then to Hawk. Apparently, she's also girlfriends with Mr. Care. I don't
No,
know.
if sending stones worked like cell phones, that's when you hear like that audio distortion of it being aggressively shuffled to somebody, as you hear Kara go, "Do not engage. Just leave. Don't mess with her."
Hawk, like I
And
didn't
have
know he had a
fireproof
girlfriend.
Yeah, you just see Patience go, I didn't engage. Someone tried casting a fireball, though, and I counterspelled it, so. But apparently it was linked to her.
That shuffles
Please
back to
don't tell my
West.
papa or my dad.
Wait, okay, so you called your dad asking about Zariel, and you don't want your dad to know that you counterspelled a devil
to be
lord.
fair, I was gonna lie to him and not make him like nervous or anything about.
But
like, oh,
see,
the sword side.
here's the problem: is you mentioning Zariel would have already had him shaking like a wet dog.
Little chihuahua.
Like he would start doing that thing where like his voice will get all nasally because he's like on the verge of a panic attack. And then like as he talks it would get faster and his like tempo would increase, and you know
Hey,
at
Victor.
some
Hey,
yeah.
Victor.
What's up?
You don't need to call me out, okay? I'm not playing him anymore.
Just saying.
Okay. Well, disregard this message then. Everything
No, I won't actually. So why are you counterspelling Zariel? Is she there?
Apparently she was like, I don't know, it's like she's connected with these Dragonborns that we were interrogating. They're cult members.
Yeah.
What?
No, I'm saying that's perfect.
You're welcome.
Okay, so cult members and
Damn it.
Zariel.
Mhm.
Can't look at this chat sometimes.
But yeah. Is everything okay?
I mean, I should be asking you if everything's okay. If you guys are now fucking around with the Devil Lord.
I mean, we didn't technically. I didn't know that a Devil's Lord was involved.
That's usually what happens. Is you're just kind of like minding your own business, going about on whatever quest you're doing because, you know, your paladin wants to go somewhere, and then next thing you know, you end up underground, and then you see symbols for things you're not supposed to see, and then next thing you know, oh fuck it, I guess Devil Lords are involved.
Hawk sitting in that other. I'm like, that's oddly specific.
Yeah, that's very oddly specific.
Still processing. It's fine.
Yeah, you just see her go, and then when Wes puts it that way, she's like, "That makes very, very weird and odd sense." The conversation.
And then you see like your surrogate mother figure that actually technically kidnapped you when you were trying. I'm getting into it anyway.
Oh, Wes.
So like, just like, you know, good luck.
What I'm trying to say is good luck.
Good fucking
Okay.
luck.
He'd pat you on the back if he was here.
Huh?
I said he'd pat you on the back if he was here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like,
Give
yeah,
you just like a thumbs up, just like.
Thank you. You're sure you're not gonna tell my dad?
We'll find out.
And you just see her. Oh, I'm in trouble.
Like Hawk, like I'm in trouble. Rip.
No. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know, it's fine. Just Just do your best, and she's she holds a grudge. So that's all I'm gonna say. So if she has your number or whatever, okay, and he's gonna put the rock down. You just hear it hang up.
Her just like,
Click.
jeez. Man, Hawk, what did you say to her?
Hawk, like, re-soaking cloth to put on Lark's head. I didn't say anything to her.
Or maybe it's just our connection to Uncle Care.
What I want to know
Like, where's my
is why
friend?
both of these people are cleric or paladin of Tiamat, and they've got tattoos for Zariel on their tongues.
Yep, that is a good question.
And that guy died before he gave us the password for the tower.
What's the point?
And these are new pants.
Aw.
Oh well. Guess you gotta go get new ones.
They've been broken in.
Guess you gotta go to your mom's work and get new pants.
Hawk's gonna look at Oliphant. He's still breathing, right?
Oh yeah, he's still breathing. He's just his breaths are very like ragged and shallow, but he's definitely still breathing.
Hawk's like, I don't understand what was with the rose petals. That doesn't make any flower petals. Blue flower petals.
Technically-
Why is it blue flower
technically not
petals?
those petals. Yeah, vibrant blue flower petals, I might add.
Bright blue flower petals. Like, is that a Zariel thing? He's sitting there like, I don't understand. And he's sitting there like at this point muttering to himself, and he's looking at Lark and like, and you, what were you muttering? Why do you talk? What? Like, you muttering? If you're going to mutter incoherently, you could at least do it louder so that the whole class can hear you.
Why do you talk? I'm
But yeah, if Oliphant looks like he is out, Hawk is gonna look at Lark and be like, "We can't leave him on the floor."
Is Lark passed out too?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's out cold.
Okay.
Like he's looking very feverish. Like his skin is flushed and like inflamed in the areas that are written, to the point where like what's written on him is like kind of like inflamed out.
Does he have anything written on his back?
No, not on his back.
Because Hawk's going to like, we have to move him, but I don't want to touch any of that.
I think
Do
I
you-
can handle.
Do you read anything that was written on him?
He probably scans over it because now we're curious. He's not gonna read it aloud or anything, but like whatever's nearest to him, he'll probably like if he's sitting there with the thing on his forehead, he's looking at his face. So whatever's like written on him, where Hawk is looking at him, he would
Yeah,
probably
like-
end up reading.
Like, Cordelia's gonna help because hopefully her poison immunity will be okay with this to help out. But it's kind of like that too. Like, if there's some words there, she will kind of like just glance through it and kind of read whatever is there, but
Okay.
not really intently. Like, I need to read what's underneath, kind of like that.
Okay, so like for the most part, so for Hawk, the closest thing you'll see as you're kind of like focusing on like keeping a cold compress on Lark's head is on his collarbone. There is a phrase that is it's all in common too, as it says, "Their screams keep me up at night." And Cordelia, as you're kind of like glancing him over, you see like starting from his left arm, it's kind of very, I will say, shallow things. Like it starts out with Oliphant writing, sometimes, sometimes I wish, my, brothers weren't so, mean to me. Sometimes I wish I was an only child, kind of thing. and then getting more into, I'm sorry that I wasn't able to live up to Landragosa's expectations.
How do you
And like
spell
other
that?
Landragosa, LANDREOSA. No, excuse me. I can't spell. Oh. Fuck. I played West once and now I can't read. Fuck. One moment. Okay, LANDREGOSA. English is my first language. So. Alrighty. So. Stuff like that. Basically, I'm sorry I couldn't live up to Landragosa's expectations of us. There's like some things written about how one of the experiments asked for water, and I thought about giving it to them, but then I didn't. And when he refers to like things that are referred to in the tower, it says the experiment or something like that, or the subject. It doesn't say doesn't identify people or anything. The only names that are seen are those of you see Olathan's name, obviously, as he had wrote his name, and then you see Landragosa, you see Tyron, you see Frulem Mondath, you will see Galvin, and then you also see the name Maloon, and you see the name Sullen. As it pretty much just encompasses, things that have happened within his time at the tower. So, is there anything else anybody would like to do? As it is a little past time, so...
For the most part, helping Lark kind of, I guess, be a little bit more comfortable or something, and
Okay.
grabbing his stuff so that it's not all over the place and putting it like kind of next to him.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever they need. B team right now. If they need something, go get it. Go do whatever they need to be comfortable.
Yeah, Hawk would be like, he can't stay down here. Like, obviously the Ollie. I'm gonna call him Ollie.
Ollie.
Oliphant. Like, he's not feeling very well. But we're also not really friends. Hawk's like, I don't feel right finding his hands again. He's not good, but we do. He's gonna, like, kind of do his best to pick Lark up and be like, he can't stay on the floor in here, though. Put him in his room, and when he feels well enough, he can come check on his patient.
I'll help
I know
with
he
that.
will.
I'll help with that so Nick doesn't. No, or Nick Hawk.
Nick!
I keep seeing the Nick. I keep seeing the Nicodemus.
Nick!
I keep seeing
there
the
you go.
Nicodemus, and then I keep reading that. It says,
Nicky!
Hawk with that, and make sure that he doesn't get touched by the ink or anything. But I don't want the inks to be rubbed off either. So, off his arm, just in case he might get upset about it or something. I don't know. Religious stuff.
Does it seem like the ink is, like, sinking into his skin? Like,
Yeah, it's
will be wiped off, or no?
So it's when the ink is written onto his skin, it does more or less absorb, like when you're applying like an essential oil or something. Like it'll have a residue, but like his skin is pretty much absorbing it.
Okay. Hawk would, kind of like show off, picking his shirt up and like not putting his arms in his shirt, but kind of like using that as a barrier between him and Lark. Like we don't touch
his
the
shirt. So he uses his shirt as a
shirt.
handle to pick Lark up like a piece of luggage.
like a pot holder. Oh. No, he's gonna pick him up, but like just the place, like if anything, where like Hawk is clothed and has armor and his armor and stuff on, so like he's holding him, so anything up against his armor is not worried about, but like his other hand, he would make sure that the shirt was between his hand and Lark, so that if whatever was on his arm doesn't get on his skin, because that shit sucked.
All right, so roll me a sleight of hand, I would say, with advantage since you are purposefully being careful.
Get that advantage. Okay. That was 2 nat 20s in a row. So that's a 23.
Okay.
It's Alina's dice. I love this dice.
All right, so you do fairly well. You get him upstairs, and you make sure he's comfortable, and make sure he has his water, and like has the cold cloth on his forehead. Yeah. As his skin is hot and very like fevered, like when you set him down.
Yeah, so he'll kind of stay where, but yeah, he's like, he'll have water and stuff there, and be like, all right, gonna need more water. Hawk's like, sign up to play healer, but the healer is down.
What do you do when your healer is a glass cannon?
Take care of him.
Hold him gently and cherish him.
Right? Look how cute he looks when he sleeps. So peaceful. Like when we're not going
Ugh.
when we're not being generally neutral to everything. But yeah, Hawk will back and forth, like just make sure and check in on him. Like he's not gonna sit there and like helicopter, but
Okay.
like he'll periodically check back in and make sure that he's still breathing and change out the compress.
All right, sounds good. Tarsius, is there anything that you want to do before we end?
Just helping out whatever they need.
Okay. All right, Cordelia, is there anything?
No, not really. Just, I guess, make sure all of Lark's stuff is all together in his pack, and then bring it to the room.
All right, so you do that. You make sure his stuff is within sight for when he wakes up.
I look like, yes, please, for God's sake, put it where he can see it.
As you're like collecting his ink, packing it up, you're like, oh, it smells very floral. It's nice. So,
I mean, I'm still careful with it. I don't want it to kind of touch my skin in case.
Right. I will say, since Cordelia, since you're interacting with the ink, roll me a nature.
I don't think I know this. That's a 6.
Oh, all right. Well, it's a nice color. It's very pretty.
Ooh.
Yes, Hawk.
Hawk has a question for the DM.
What's the question, Hawk?
Does Larkspur flowers have bright blue petals?
You want to roll me a nature?
Yes. Where to put my dice?
I love how we both were on that same.
I'm like, wait just a second. Nature. Ha 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 ha. Dirty 20.
They in fact do.
Aha! Okay.
I knew it.
As Hawk has his aha moment. Patience, is there anything that you want to do?
Patience is just gonna. She's still hanging out at like the doorway to this room.
Okay.
She's
As you
gonna-
do that, you're gonna hear your baby boy doing something.
Oh, shit. Yeah. She's gonna round the corner just to go and check up on him.
Oh, you see that he has, like, gnawed a dent into the corner of where he was sitting the whole time.
She'll just pick him up and cast Mending on the... where he chewed.
Right, so it fixes it up a little bit, but he's like the dogs that like chewed a hole through the wall just to get out of the room. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to tell Miss Una about that.
As he just blinks one eye at a time at you.
Well,
Just makes very pleased grunting noises.
good. You're sharpening your teeth. That's good.
He's teething.
Yeah, he's teething. Getting them baby teeths in.
But for the most part, she's looking around for her broom.
Tarsius has he has the mop, he has the bucket. He'll probably show you where he found all of that, so that you can grab a broom and start helping him.
Yeah, she's gonna just go in there and she's just sweeping up the ashes, just like.
Puts them in a dustpan, puts them in the bin.
Oh well, no, she would actually have put it in like, if there was like a small box or something.
It's like a Looney Tunes ass like.
Yeah, just kind of like, I don't feel right putting him in the bin, so.
Your papa would have strong fucking words to you about that.
What?
If you desecrated a dead body, he'd have fucking words with you.
Oh, I know.
You don't see Papa Addy get mad a lot, but if anybody's disrespecting the dead, he has it out for him.
yeah, she'll just be like, yeah, I just feel like I need to put it in a box, and
Okay.
I
don't know if I can give Ash's last rites, nor am I a cleric. Or
You could try.
So, yeah.
You can always copy what your papa always does.
Yeah. She would probably do that.
You know, Addie's a little bit more well versed with giving rights to the dead than your cleric father is. So.
Yeah. Yeah, she would probably just take a little box of ashes and just be like.
And you don't quite know what you're saying, but you do remember the words that he says in Druidic. So you're unsure of what's being said, but you do remember, as you've sat with him a few times, as he's had to do his work.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel like you did a good job.
Yep.
That's all she can do.
Yep. All right. So with that, since it is,
Oh, sorry. No,
go ahead.
That thought process of, we still didn't get the password to where we need to go.
No,
Funny,
we
isn't it?
didn't.
Crazy, hilarious.
Not funny, haha. Funny, this is going to be a pain in the ass.
So, with
I
that,
have an idea.
do you?
I have an idea.
He technically doesn't have a mouth anymore, so you can't speak with dead him.
No, I
Hey.
know that.
The other one is leave day. It's a life.
Do have an idea, but
All right. Well, we can save those ideas for next time because
next time.
it is
Next time.
almost 11 o'clock, and I gotta work early. So
Yeah.
we will call it here for the night,
Mhm.
and we will pick up in in the week following this one. So this next time is going to be Sea Devils, as we are trying to figure out how to get around giant undead thing. I think we should just throw the bard at them. It's good distraction. Bards are great distractions.
Bards
We
of
are not
distractions.
doing that. Just throw Beerus at him.
I mean, that probably is the plan. We're going to throw the whole rabbit at them. So, next week is Sea Devils, and then the following week will be Rise of Tiamat again,
Yes.
as we try to figure out what password that was, and try to, I think we've already compartmentalized the fact that we've watched a man die, but
Yeah.
that'll be alright.
We haven't had time to process that yet.
It'll hit soon. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Give me time to write dream sequences and all kinds of horrors. So,
Yay.
we thank y'all for
Great.
watching, and we will see you all next time. So, bye.
Bye.
Bye.